All right. First question for Armando, Andrew Jones.
Hey, Armando, Roy just told us that you guys had a lot of trouble with the high ball screens. Can you kind of walk us through what that problem was and how much did that help them get the ball into the lane with the dribble so much?
Yeah, specifically in the beginning of the game, we just weren't really following the ball screen principles. We went over it in practice. We had a great game plan, but we just didn't do it well enough. I mean, they set such high ball screens. We got to really focus in and run back, and we just all around didn't do a good job following the principles.
I know that we've asked you this a couple times already this season, but do you have any explanation at all for you guys falling behind by double digits? And tonight it was 17 in the first half.
Man, I wish I could tell you. I mean, obviously, outside we played the last 24 minutes of the game. We just seem to can't get a good start versus anybody. I mean, maybe other than the first game. We just been coming out real flat, just not playing hard, and then we get down, and that's when we want to play hard. And we playing good teams like the school we played today. Sometimes it's hard to come back.
CL.
Armando, Roy just told us that he felt like you guys lacked a sense of urgency early on, especially. I know this is early for a Carolina NC State game and an ACC game in general, but why would you, if you had to point the finger at something, why would you say that is given, that conference play kind of raises the intensity level?
I mean, yeah, that was our first conference play game, and I mean, you think that was our like seventh or eighth game, and I mean, we're a pretty young team. We play all our freshmen, so I mean, I'm a sophomore too. We're just a young team, so just us not having that experience, I think sometimes might hinder us from having a knowing and what to do in certain situations. But we learn, and there's still a lot of basketball to play.
And Brandon? You guys were.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, CL.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, you guys were able to come back and cut it to 2 and had like basically a 5 to 7 minute stretch where you kept it within that. What helped you guys from getting over the hump and tying the game or getting the lead back?
I mean, we just got a lot of fight in us, but I mean, it's UNC. We don't celebrate moral victories, so we just got to do better and just win the game.
Brendan.
Hey, Armando, thanks for taking the time. I think we've also asked this to you a few times already this season, but it feels like there are periods, especially late there, you guys have it as a 2-possession game, and there really isn't a legitimate post touch there. What was sort of the thinking over that last minute or so and how the game ended?
Yeah, I mean, we was just playing from down, so we just was trying to get a quick shot and just trap and do things like that. But, I mean, me and Garrison, we got to do a better job of just demanding the ball and just trying to get the ball more because, I mean, the bigs, we've been doing a good job of scoring in the paint and it's been efficient. And, I mean, Coach tells us all the time we got to do a better job of just posting and demanding the ball, which will make the game easier for the other guys. So, me, Garrison, Dane, Ryan, Walker, we got to do a way better job.
Ross?
Hey, Armando, what do you tell the freshmen? You have about a week now to your next game. How do you kind of approach talking to these freshmen now at 5-3?
Yeah, I mean, just don't get in your head. Obviously, outside the game, how we lost, I mean, it was a tough loss. And, I mean, just don't get in your head. Just stay level-headed. It's a lot of basketball to play, and it's not the time now to be in your feelings and feel a certain type of way. You got to stay locked in.
All right, last one, Adam Smith.
Hey, Armando, when you guys are talking about just falling behind repeatedly in these games in the first half, just as players, when y'all are talking about it in the locker room or when you're hanging out, I mean, what do you say? Are people angry about it? Are you confused about it? Like, just what is it like when you guys are talking about it?
I mean, we literally just was talking about it the other day. We just don't know why. Like, we just keep falling behind. I mean, I guess it's a sense of urgency thing, but we just keep falling behind early, and it's been kind of messing up for us. But we got to figure something out and how we start the game. We got to start playing harder. But yeah, I mean, I really don't even know where to even pinpoint and put it. I guess me and Garrison, being leaders of the team, got to do a better job of just going out there and making sure our young guys are prepared.
Just to follow up real quick, are people mad about it? I mean, are people, do people yell about it? Like, just what is the scene like?
Yeah, I mean, luckily we've been able to come back in some games, but I mean, you look at the Texas game, this game, and the Iowa game. Some games we haven't been able to come back. I mean, it's definitely something we're gonna have to put an emphasis on. We got to figure it out though.
All right, thanks, Armando. We'll get Armando.
Thank you, Armando. CL Brown.
Hey RJ, I just wanted to see if you could take us through that last 3-point attempt you got with about 9 seconds or whatever with Manny Bates closing in on you.
Just try to get the ball up and try to make it. There's like a couple of seconds left in the game. I know we were down three, so I tried to hoist one up and see if we got winning, but it didn't.
Did he force anything? Like, did you feel him coming? Like, did he force you to take it quicker? Did he force you to make any kind of, any difference in your stroke?
Obviously, I know he's a shot blocker, so him coming at me, I know if I put the ball on the floor with his length, I know if I would, take one dribble, he'll probably block it. So I know I had to get it off quick before, just try to get a good look and to see if we could get a second shot, which we did, which was a great shot, but it just didn't go in.
Greg Barnes.
Hey, RJ, what was State doing to make it difficult on those entry passes to the bigs?
It was just ball pressure. That's the main thing. The guards was just playing. They had played a good defense to get the ball in the paint and it was just heating up the ball.
Thank you.
Brandon.
Hey RJ, we've heard Coach talk a couple of times this season so far about how shot selection is sort of an ongoing process with yourself and Caleb and really all the freshmen. But how do you feel like you guys are advancing and growing in that area, and what other improvements do you need to continue to make?
It's an everyday, you're still learning every day. So, you just want to get a feel and understand, what coach is saying. We want a great shot rather than a good shot. So, finding an open player, knowing your personnel, stuff like that. And I just think for us moving forward, I think we just need to play with more fire, more intensity, and stop letting players, out hustle us a little bit. It's just like the little things that we have to fix going further.
Thank you.
Ross.
Yeah, that kind of leads to my question. What was Coach Williams' main message in the locker room after the game?
Basically, that basically just got out hustled, and it's just the little things that we have to fix. Obviously, it's just like the way we played those last 4 minutes of the first half. It should be played for both halves. So once we put those two together, we'll be very successful.
And what do you think you can do better to contribute to get the team to play better? And what do you think that you can really improve on?
I would say, just getting the ball on the side, knowing our bigs are our strengths. And then, whenever they, kick it back out, knock down the shot. But not myself, but just the rest of the guards, the perimeter players, you have to do a better job of shooting and getting the ball inside.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Adam.
Hey RJ, the inconsistencies that seem to bother you guys, like you fell behind by double digits in the second half, you're able to get it to 77, 73, I think it was, and then I think you missed your last 7 shots after you got within 4. Like, I mean, are they just surprising the way they sort of come and go? Because sometimes it seems like you're playing well and then it's just gone.
It's just I feel like we're getting down the stretch towards the end of the game we're getting great shots. We had wide open shots, they just didn't fall, and that's something we can learn from. Watch film, look at the tape, look at the little mistakes that we had. I think there was the first half they beat us for a loose ball. Second half, our traps weren't as aggressive as it should be. So it's just like the little things that we have to fix.
We got time. Last one, Brendan.
Hey RJ, yeah, I just wanted to follow up. We talk about how the season basically just started, but you guys are eight games in, almost a third of the way through the schedule. Like, are you guys aware of how quickly this is all coming together? And especially for someone like yourself, this is your first college season. Does that set in at all yet?
Yeah, it definitely has. As soon as the first game, I'm like, college basketball is here, and everything's just going by so quick. Like, we're already in conference play, and things will be going to get tougher because everyone wants to play in North Carolina. So we just have to lock in mentally, and I think that's the main thing. And just get back in the lab and improve in all aspects of the game.
Thank you.
RJ, thanks everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.